Hey guys, welcome to Diverse
Diverse
Roulette.
Roulette.
Hey, that was our best one yet, guys. Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us today at Diverse Roulette, where we talk about different things going on. This week, though, we're doing something a little different. We're going to talk about animals. You remember anytime during the stream, if you want to comment, please go ahead and comment. And if you want to see us make any changes, let us know. We've got me, Theo, and Lashawn.
Hi guys.
Thanks for joining us. So first off, one of the things that we want to talk about today, do you want to talk about the bear first, or do you want to talk about the preserve first?
Let's get the bear out of the way.
The bear. Okay. So this is thanks to the Guardian.com. There's the clip.
It's the clip you've been seeing everywhere.
So, yeah. So basically, it looks like the way the bear is standing, it looks like it's a person in a costume.
Right, with a Hank Hill bottom.
Right, like, I mean, Hank Hill had more of a bottom than that bear did.
No.
I
Do we need to pull up Hank Hill?
Hank Hill, let me see. Did you find one? Oh, I was looking.
Oh, no, I need to see something that's stream safe.
Hank Hill bottom scenes. Images.
I mean, we don't have to worry about not being demonetized at this point, but...
I mean, we don't make any money to demonetize this anyways. I mean, there's not really any, like, full buttocks, like in pants, like, I don't know. I'm not finding any images. You found one?
I mean, some of them are even censored on Google search.
So,
but it was on the show on live TV. Go ahead.
No, I just put something in the general in regards to that story that you guys were just talking about. It's the last one I just sent. It's another video of that same, like, different bear, but it's the same bear species of that
same
bear.
breed.
It's doing the same exact. Yeah, it stands up and does the same exact thing, which is
crazy. Yeah, I'm watching the video now. I'll go ahead and share that with everyone.
Okay.
Just looks like a human just standing up.
Like it just looks like a bear from the shoulders up, but yeah, I can easily see how, like, but look at that. That bear has more booty.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, it definitely like the stop sharing that thing. That's enough there, but I feel like, honestly, why would they put in a human in the costume? Like, that doesn't,
right,
like,
exactly.
It doesn't feel like I feel like it's very plausible. Like, you know, if there was like some kind of conspiracy, like maybe the bear was sick or died and nobody wanted to share that news. It was like, but like, what's the point though? At the same time, you know, like, why make the bear seem fake? But what do you think, Theo? Do you think real or fake?
It's real. Sun bears are just the weirdest ones. People have been talking about on social media constantly, okay? And half these people think it's an American black bear, okay? That's not American black bear. Do you not see the sun bear things? Plus the weird to us looking face on it? I mean, Sun bear. It is sun bear. Those things they're the ones you see the pictures of like online. They got the tongue walled out like that, and it's like this long. It's just a weird looking bear to us. Okay, it's not a person.
Right.
You guys are laughing about the picture I sent. Right?
Yeah, I died laughing. Everyone was.
Okay. That's why you blipped.
That's why I died my face. I was like,
He got
I was laughing, and it was not the point to be laughing there.
Yo, that's crazy.
All right,
That's
so.
crazy.
All right, now you know the Hank Hill butt meme. Anyway, y'all can look it up if you wish. Use safe search. You otherwise might see something you might not want to see.
Right.
Anyway,
Okay, so that next video is gonna definitely have to be a Lashawn. Are you talking about? Because I can't talk about that.
That's fair.
The mega spider.
The microsphere.
I clicked the picture. I clicked on it without reading what it was, and it popped on my screen. But okay, Lashawn, I think you shared that one. You go for it.
No, I mean, so I don't really know much about it. I just seen it, and I thought it would be interesting to talk about. So it's a huge Australian. Well, the Australian Reptile Park has the biggest funnel web spider that the Keepers has ever seen. So really not much to talk about. It's just I thought it was cool because I mean I'm not scared of spiders, but it's interesting if you look at it.
Just share that, Theo.
Yeah, it's just a really
I will share
creepy,
it.
A really creepy.
Just a sec. Let me
And it's
start.
like it's not like a tarantula or anything. It's just like a regular spider, but it's just huge. You know, everything in Australia.
Fangs on that thing, I swear.
Yeah. They say everything is bigger in Australia, so.
Fangs powerful enough to puncture a human fingernail. Meet funnel web spider was recently captured in Australia.
We've had the largest funnel web ever seen handed in. This spider
Of course, it's in
quite
Australia.
a bit larger than typical.
They have no fear.
Zookeepers at the Australian Reptile Park in New South Wales were astonished
Dude,
by
that
the
is so
spider's
cool
enormous
looking.
size. It measured just over 3 inches from foot to foot. Most funnel web
3
spiders
inches from
range
foot to
from
foot.
under
That's
1
crazy.
inch to no more than 2 inches wide. Funnel web spiders live in eastern Australia. There are more than 40 species in the group, and some species
Fucker
deliver
jumped.
a bite
That
so
fucker
toxic
jumped.
that it can kill an adult human
Yeah,
within
there's a lot of
15
jumping
minutes.
spiders out there.
Even
But not
the
that
normal-sized
big.
funnel web has extremely large fangs, but on this mega spider, the fangs are almost 2 centimeters long, which is
Oh my
longer than a
God.
European fang, and that's
crazy.
capable of puncturing
Bro.
a human fingernail.
But the toxic cocktail in these spiders' bites can also save lives. The Australian Reptile Park hosts a special program that milks the spiders for their venom, which is
Okay.
then sent to a lab to be processed into anti-venom for treating victims of spider bites.
Here at the Reptile Park, we are very reliant on public donations of the funnel web spiders to keep
Okay, I'm sorry, but this guy had to evolve to be able to look in 2 different directions to watch out for
I'm
spiders.
telling you, that's crazy. He's looking at us and he's looking at the up. Boy, that's crazy.
I
was
mean,
gonna
Kind
say
of
the same
cute
thing.
though.
Jake's
I was gonna
his
say the
name.
same thing.
Thank you for your sacrifice, Jake. But whew. Okay, sorry, I had to get that out of my system.
He is
Oh.
definitely. Maybe he has a lazy eye. You don't know.
our venom program
He's
running.
nearsighted.
and
Oh my
keep
god,
us
definitely
safe
look in
lives.
different directions.
Because this mega spider is a
Ah.
female, she won't be milked. We only
gotta
milk
look in
the
two
male
My skin is
ones
crawling,
here at the
guys.
Australian Reptile Park, and we are the sole supplier of funnel web spider venom
Okay,
for the
it's
production
only
of
really when
anti-venom.
he's looking
With
to
summer
the
just
side,
around the
looking
corner
straight
and
at
funnel
you.
web spiders becoming
Probably
more and
normal.
more active, we are asking the
It's the
public to
angle.
continue to contribute to our venom program through the funnel web spider donations.
To make sure the park has a steady supply of venom for the life-saving antidote, keepers collect spider donations from the public, picking up captured funnel web spiders from drop-off sites in eastern Australia. But whoever captured Mega Spider didn't label the container.
And we'd really quite like to know. We're very interested. So if you do know this spider and the container, please reach out. We'd love to hear from you.
Nah,
He's ready to fight
I'm
with
telling you, go ahead and stop that stream. Stop that. Stop that. Okay. Now I'm telling you right now, whoever, I gotta get my cat real quick. She's apparently was hiding in the room. Anyways, whoever sent that spider to them, whoever was like, oh yeah, let's send this box and not label it or tell them anything about it, motherfucker knew what the fuck they were doing, and that was rude. That is just why Why?
Because they didn't
Why?
want that to come to them in their sleep.
Oh my god, their karma. Whoever sent that to them, unlabeled, their karma is coming for them. I'm telling you right now. That is, ugh.
It might be good karma because they're trying to make sure that it doesn't attack anyone else. It's a funnel spider, so I guess from the looks of it, it burrows. So I mean, you're probably safe from it as long as you don't go out in the wild, which I have no problem with. But yeah, I would never hike in Australia. No. I would die.
Okay, so the next story up is the one I posted here.
Okay.
So basically, there's no video, so I'm not gonna share the screen, but wildlife lovers fear of nature reserve threatened by Cambridge University building. So I was reading into this here. Basically, they want to build a postgraduate building, and it borders a nature reserve, and people are worried that it's going to affect the nature reserve because of how close it is. But like, there's a petition going around, and they're signing it, like trying to stop them from building it that close. I mean, this is my thing though. Like, even though the nature reserve is right there, Cambridge does own the property they're trying to build on. So it's like two halves and a half. What's that hand thing where like half dozen in one and six in another or whatever? I don't know. There's that saying like six in one hand and half dozen in the other. Like basically. Like, I can see where they're coming from both sides, but like, can you really stop them from building on their property?
You can with enough support, and you can get it protected and such too, and for other stuff too. There are ways, but I can see where you're saying there. I'm sure it'll do a lot of good, but it's a nature preserve. It should be preserved.
Well, and the thing is, like, it's a postgraduate building too, though. At the same time, it's like it's only going to increase their postgraduate numbers by 1%.
Yeah. I feel like there's better uses. There could use a different space there. There's all sorts of other options they have. They don't have to do this.
Yeah, it's definitely. We take enough. Honestly, we really do take enough from wildlife. Like, I don't know if you heard about a few years back. I think it was in Yellowstone National Park. Like they had basically, because they had hunted down the wolves that lived in the area, that the deer and non-carnivorous creatures had multiplied and overgrown the area to the point that like it had changed the habitat. And a few years back, they reintroduced wolves to Yellowstone National Park. And when they did that, like, all these things that had gone wrong in the ecosystem started correcting themselves.
They even changed the shape of the rivers there because of the different migrations there. Changed the way beavers and whatever would dam up the river too. It completely changed the landscape, literally. It's amazing. They're reintroducing, actually, as well, on the heels of that, female Mexican gray wolf released in the wild in Arizona in a move to help the wolf's recovery. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service are, of course, saying this here. After she was found wandering in northern New Mexico outside a zone created for recovery of her subspecies. So yeah, they re-released this wolf back down into that recovery area there. See if that will help out that ecosystem. She crossed north of Interstate 40 and ultimately traversed more than 500 miles into New Mexico, where she was captured near Taos OS and temporarily held in a wildlife service area outside of Socorro. The wolf has been taken back to East Arizona to be released in June it was released on June 7th into the wilds of the Apache National Forest. She was fitted with a radio collar in the fall of 2022, and the agency will continue to monitor her movements. But yeah,
isn't it interesting how animals just do that? They just know where we're trying to keep her up there, but like she knew she wanted to go down there for some reason.
right.
Like her internal compass was taking her down there. But let the wolf be. Let her be. Let her
Right.
go. But
Take its course.
nature is just, in my opinion, like there's just so many great things about nature itself. Like if you take the time to immerse yourself in wildlife, like you can just it fixes itself. If mankind would just step out of nature, for the most part, nature would fix itself.
I mean, that's been an ongoing argument, I think, there. It's even been a point of, like, movie villains and book villains and such there. Eliminate all the extra humans and let the world reverse and take its natural course there. And, I mean, it's been talked about there. Humans have an irreparable, almost near irreparable footprint on this world here. It's just the way it is. What are you gonna do? Send like 5 billion people into space and then let the world recover? I mean, we don't have any viable options. Anyway.
So, there are I don't know if you're familiar with invasive species. I'm assuming you both are, but for a lot of people aren't aware of, like, I mean, some people are, maybe they are, anyways. There are a lot of invasive species that people have brought from other countries into other countries, and like you can actually see the effect of those animals on the ecosystems. So
let's give you the definition real quick here. Invasive species. So this is not only like animals and insects. This also includes plants.
Yeah.
It's anything non-native or quote-unquote alien to an ecosystem under consideration, and whose introduction causes or is likely to cause economic or environmental harm or harm to human health. They're just plants and animals living in areas they don't naturally exist, usually brought over by either on purpose, like the to reference somewhere I grew up near, Kent State. Around that area, they have black squirrels from Europe, which aren't really that bad, in my opinion. There,
I mean, we have black squirrels here in the U.S. and Ohio now, like.
Right, they spread throughout there. They weren't native to North America.
They interbreed with the gray squirrels and the red squirrels, and like you have, like sometimes you'll see those squirrels that are like half gray, half black, and some of them are like half red and half gray. Like they're like it's interesting to see how well how they merge. Yeah, they're all becoming black though.
And I go back to black. Okay, sorry. Okay. Oh, sorry. Non-native species and invasive species cannot be used interchangeably. My apologies. Non-native is just that it's there. Invasive is where they actually do damage.
So, like, one of the ones that was problematic was, I believe it was like zebra mussels in Lake Erie.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They came in on the cruise liners. Like it wasn't like 5 or 6 years ago. I don't remember. But basically, they're not originally from Lake Erie. Oh, that was back in like the 80s. Okay. So
they originate in southern Russia and Ukraine, but were introduced to numerous areas by not only just the U.S. but many countries worldwide by hitching rides.
But now they basically overtook Lake Erie because they were coming in on these ships, which I don't know how like they come in through the ships, but like somehow they got
Attached.
like. But I'm saying like I don't know the path for those ships. Can they come down? Because they can't come. How do they?
Because there's the canal that comes through the Great Lakes.
I didn't know that was a canal.
Yes. Great Lakes Canal.
I mean, I knew. You mean like the natural canal or like a man-built canal?
Here's the Great Lakes St. Lawrence Seaway. Let me bring up a image of that for you. Okay, lesson. Share screen. Okay, so the St. Lawrence inlet there is where it comes in. Goes past Quebec, down through Montreal, Ogdensburg, into Lake Ontario, and then there's a stretch here. So there, it's a few different. There's some locks there that will downplay there so that ships can enter and then shift down. And then there's some, I think, natural ones here. Let me get.
How do they get past? Like, how do they get past Niagara Falls though?
How? A lock system. Like the.
Oh, I see. Okay. So Niagara Falls, like it's not okay. I'm with you.
And yeah, that's that's over there.
Ooh, you should share the otter story. Sorry, my brain was elsewhere in 3 different times.
That's okay. We'll do that in a sec there. But yeah, invasive species. Another one y'all might know is those. They refer to them as like Japanese beetles and such. There, and the stink bugs. Those came.
Oh yeah.
Over, and they are invasive. And they have very few, like, for instance, the stink bugs. A lot of you will know what those lovely stink bugs are. The stink bugs have, like, very few natural predators, including the wheel beetle, I think, which are some pretty weird-looking ones, and you should look them up. That's why there's... it's like the wheel beetle or something. Wheel bugs, the wheel bugs. They're weird-looking things. They have this kind of wheel shape on their back. Would you like to see a picture, guys? I will not do it without your consent.
Sure.
Yeah.
Not that it's not like as bad as a spider, but
hey, I've seen one of those before.
Here is one example of the wheel bug. I just want to share a screen. Cheese and crackers.
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
See, it's got like a wheel thing on its back or a gear.
Yeah, that's
That is
pretty cool.
a devil bug.
But it eats.
What the hell?
It doesn't attack humans. It doesn't go after humans. It only eats insects and so on and so forth. Their young or nymphs look entirely different. They're small, bright red, and lack the wheel. But anyway, yeah, these are the nymphs. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the immature ones. They look like that. And they eat other things. Yeah, see? Taking care of business.
So that's crazy. But where do they originate from?
I'm trying to remember. Blah blah blah.
There's some really weird looking bugs out there, man.
Where do wheel bugs originate from? They are native to North America, occurring from the northeast to the southwest regions in the U.S.
So they're not invasive to the U.S. They're invasive to other places.
No, wheel bugs. Wheel bugs are not invasive. I'm saying the stink bugs are invasive.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Wheel bugs are native and one of the few predators that the stink bugs have.
You said they eat other insects?
Yeah, and wheel bugs eat other insects. They don't attack humans. They rarely are inside your house.
So basically, we need a couple of those wheel bugs to get rid of those stink bugs.
So yeah, it says wheel bugs are a type of assassin bugs that prey on pests, insects. Found in North America and belong to the genus
Yeah, genus.
Aurelus.
Yeah.
and the
Genus.
family. Genus. It's too many big words for me.
No, you're
So,
good. You're
They're one
good.
of the largest terrestrial true bugs of North America, reaching up to 1.5 inches in length. That's crazy.
Only 1.5
Yeah.
inches. That's not big.
Yeah, only 1.5. That's not that big. Yeah.
Right.
Says they have
Anyway,
a painful bite that can be more severe than a bee sting.
but they rarely attack humans.
Right. Unless they probably the only time they attack humans is when they feel threatened or something. Like,
Right,
if you
if
come
you-
like if you put your hand over where they're at and they're
Right.
minding their business, then yeah, they'll sting you or something. Yeah.
Like, come here. I've never seen you before. Let me hold you.
Right.
Some freak that
Right.
likes bugs. Anyway.
Sorry. So the next one I was going to mention was one that is probably the most common invasive species that we see, and that is house sparrows.
House sparrows.
House sparrows. They are very invasive. They're here. I'll show you a picture. Screen share.
You said house sparrows.
House sparrows. These birds,
Those
right here.
birds. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you see them everywhere. They are not native to the U.S. They are actually native from Europe. But the reason they are problematic is because they are known to take over the nests of other songbirds, such as like bluebirds, and they are known to kill other birds to take over their nests.
Right.
Dang, really? That's
Yeah.
vicious.
Yeah, they are one of the most vicious species.
They sound even worse. Oh dang. They sound even worse than freaking crows, man. I've seen crows do some crazy stuff, but those things sound like they're worse than that.
Well, and then that's the thing. Like house sparrows, you'll see them taking on birds of prey.
Yeah,
You'll
I
see them like
always flying
they-
at like
they-
hawks and everything.
Yeah,
like,
the whole flocks of them will go after bigger birds.
Oh, they're bad.
Yeah, so they are very problematic.
they're a gang.
They are.
From
Crows may be a murder, but sparrows are
Right.
a gang.
Right,
They're
they're
more
a
like
gang,
a mob.
man.
They're
House
from,
sparrow.
they're
Right.
from Europe. so
True,
they're
yeah,
a
because
mob.
that's true. They do
That must
mob
be their
other birds
plural.
and stuff, right?
A mob of
That's
house
funny.
sparrows.
But another one that has been problematic, and they actually started in Florida, is the was
What,
it
love
boa
bug?
constrictor or the anaconda?
Anacondas, and pretty much any large snake, really, because like the really large ones are not native. So boas have been seen
Or
all
the
over
Burmese
there.
python is
Anacondas,
what
Burmese
specific.
pythons. Yeah,
That's
pythons.
specific. Yeah, specifically. But the
Right,
python and the I think it was the boa merged to make like some kind of boa. I don't remember like they made a new breed of snake down in Florida, but it's become so problematic that they are actually paying people in Florida to hunt
Mhm.
these snakes down and turn them in. Because
so Florida created the species.
no, not the Burmese python, but like there's like there's different species of snakes that are not native to. I think it's like Southeast Asia and Burmese pythons.
The Burmese pythons, yes, are from Southeast Asia.
But well, there's two different breeds of pythons or snakes.
There's several different pythons. Yeah.
Well, specifically, I'm saying like specifically in Florida, there was two different ones that are invasive to Florida that actually bred and made another species of snake.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Not to mention, what is it? There's like iguanas are mass producing there in the trees of Florida.
Yeah.
They become a pest as well.
Well, the thing is, like what happened with these snakes is like people bought them from the pet store and
Mhm.
were raising them in their house, and then they didn't want to take care of it anymore, and
So
instead
they
of
just release them out in the wild.
right, and so then one thing led to another, and now we have.
Man, I'll tell you what, anything and everything goes down in Florida, man. I'm telling you.
No
Who
kidding.
would want to live there and live there,
I mean,
man?
they are trying to
Crazy.
become their own entity of the way that
True.
Santos is running things.
I mean, and then the biblical God has had a problem with it, obviously, because there's one plague that has stricken Florida. It's endemic to Florida
Mhm.
now.
Mm-hmm.
What plague?
Leprosy.
Yep.
Leprosy's in Florida?
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
A
Yeah.
biblical plague has come to Florida.
I mean, what are there armadillos down there or something?
Yeah, there are armadillos there, but what do you mean?
Listen,
Armadillos are natural carriers of leprosy.
we know where all this came.
Oh!
We know where all this came from. Okay.
You didn't know that armadillos carried leprosy?
I didn't know that. No.
Yeah.
The snakes that ate Florida.
This one here's a 50-pound sentinel snake.
Dude, you cannot pay me enough money to hunt snakes.
Yeah, these two who have led all sorts to 18 adult Burmese pythons for removal and such. Oh, wait. They own that snake and it led them to 18 adult Burmese pythons.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so they're using that snake in the Everglades.
Their own
to help
snake, right?
find other snakes. Okay. I mean, ooh, that's a pretty picture of the Everglades.
That's pretty cool though. That the snake doesn't just say "F you guys" and disappears underwater and then takes off and then never find it again. It's cool that he's leading other snakes to get them out.
Okay, I want y'all to pronounce this. Let me see if I can make it big enough to read. Can you read? Oh no! Can you read this here in the highlight?
Lake Okeechobee. Lake Okeechobee.
Yep, Lashawn's got it.
Okeechobee.
Okeechobee.
Yeah, my tribe is Cherokee.
I'm not close to that side of my family, so I don't know what tribe I hail from.
But yeah, Lake Okeechobee is one large one here, and then that's where the Everglades are down there. And that's, of course, just the tip.
Just the tip.
Pun intended.
So there are. So Theo, you had mentioned leprosy. There are two animals that leprosy is naturally occurring in. That's the mangabey monkeys and armadillos.
Oh, okay. But yeah, there are armadillos in Florida.
So it makes you wonder what they were doing in Florida.
Or they dead?
Let's see. They are euthanized.
Oh, okay.
So they're dead.
Yeah. But let's say there's no way those snakes are just letting them roll them in a circle like that. Like, what?
Yeah.
They're getting ready to, stuff them with fur. Oh my god. What was that?
They're dissecting them.
Their stomach.
All right. That there was an undeveloped egg. Is the top center. This is the gallbladder they're showing off, I guess, and then fat bodies.
Okay.
Oh, fat
it's
bodies.
Crazy to look at what a snake looks
Okay.
like inside.
These are underdeveloped eggs. This is the gallbladder. This is the.
We need to put a caution at the beginning of this video.
I know, right? Dude, I didn't know it was going to go into that.
The fangs.
Found remains of dozens of animal species inside of pythons, such as bird feathers, bobcat claws. Oh, those are bobcat claws.
Oh, he killed a bobcat. That's crazy.
Skull.
Wait, that was inside the snake?
Because they eat the whole thing.
Yeah. They don't chew; they swallow them.
I mean, bobcat makes more sense than if it was like a mountain lion.
Right. It's not the
But they'd probably be able to take on the mountain lion too. You're right.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
They take on crocodiles.
Don't forget the Florida Panthers, y'all.
Right.
Do those still exist?
Yeah. Skull.
He said those exist.
No, I'm talking about in Florida. I'm like, I know they exist, but
hey, listen, man. Florida literally has everything. Okay.
they even have Florida Man.
Anytime you hear something strange and crazy,
it's probably Florida or Ohio.
Florida, yes, for sure.
Think Florida, then Ohio, and then wherever else in the world.
Florida panther lives in pinelands, tropical hardwood hammocks, and mixed freshwater swamp forests. They're also called the Florida cougar and the Florida puma. Okay.
Population in South Florida, yeah.
But yeah, they are endangered.
Tropical hardwood hammocks.
Hammocks, yeah. Anyway.
Ham hocks.
Ham hocks. That one, another Burmese python. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna stop sharing before we find any other questionable images.
Right.
There.
Right.
Oh, Europe gave us crabs.
What happened?
You're gonna have to expand on that.
Europe gave us crabs.
Oh, explain that, please.
Yeah,
please elaborate.
Please elaborate.
I purposely said it like that just because.
What do you mean by that?
There's an invasive crab, the European green crab. I saw that. I was like looking at invasive species. I was like, that's too good to not share like that. I'm like,
he said Europe gave us crabs. Wait a minute. Hold up.
I was gonna say not me.
Sorry. The European green crab is a small shore crab whose native distribution is in the northeast Atlantic Ocean and Baltic Sea, ranging along coasts from the North African and Norway and blah blah blah. I can't read. From northern Africa to Norway and Iceland, the crab is an effective predator, adept at opening
bivalves like crabs, clams, mussels, scallops. Bivalves are filter feeders.
It has affected the soft shell clam industry on the U.S. East Coast. It preys on numerous other organisms, making these crabs potential competitors for the food sources of native fish and bird species. But
so they eat what?
Shellfish basically, and other organisms that
crabs that eat other what?
No, crabs are crustaceans and
clams.
Not crustaceans, they're carcinius.
Got you.
Oysters.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, crabs are scavenger at best. Like they will eat anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
they're like the sea pigs then.
Same as lobsters, yeah.
I know they're bottom feeders. Like
bottom feeders, yeah. Crabs, lobsters, and shrimp are all bottom feeders.
Yep, they're the roaches of the sea.
Yeah. So good. They taste good though.
I'll take your word for it. They'll kill me.
I'm saying, right? Me too.
Ain't more for me, y'all.
You can save me the trouble there, Theo.
That's all right.
But
maybe when I'm older and I'm on my deathbed, you know, go all in style.
My last bite, last meal will be like a lobster shrimp crab salad.
Right.
Be there at the end, going, "Let's go out with a bang." Grandpa, what are you singing?
Boil, right. Whole seafood boil. That's what I'm gonna have. Right.
Seafood boil, yeah.
So we were talking about invasive species.
Yep.
And I didn't know this one. The common starling, also known as the European starling in North America and simply as the starling in Great Britain and Ireland, is a medium-sized passerine bird. God, I would hate my dyslexia some days. These words look ridiculous to me. But apparently they're not native to North America. Do you want me to share a picture?
If you'd like.
Yeah.
Okay. Present, share screen. That's the starling. Which this picture looks, they look more stunning in this picture than you normally see them like in real life. But yeah, they're not native to the North Americas. Hey Theo, did you have that story about the otters?
Where'd you post it at again?
You posted it.
Did I post it?
The one about the girls that got attacked by it or something like that.
I was reading that, yeah. I can look it up real quick. Go ahead.
So remember that story we talked about before? Like one of our first animal stories was the Colombian hippos.
Oh yeah. that Pablo Escobar flew in. Yeah.
All right.
Good.
Sorry. I think I'm good.
Okay.
So I'm just running back to that one there. The hippos from Colombia. There was like 4 of them, if I remember correctly. And they were then like distributed in. I think you had this
Different
story
zoos.
originally,
Yeah.
Lashawn, right? They one of them they won someone to Mexico, like, and someone to India.
For
The hippos from Pablo
Yeah.
Escobar.
the cocaine hippos. Yeah.
Cocaine hippos. That's what we call them. Yeah. I was trying to remember like on that, but like, I wonder where they are at today. You know,
Yeah, that was yeah.
are they still alive?
Where are they today?
I
Segment.
mean, I'm sure they are. Mother.
Where are the cocaine hippos now?
Says the late Colombian drug lord Pablo Escobar had a taste for exotic. He famously stocked his private zoo with giraffes, zebras, and hippopotamuses. So let me see.
In their homeland of Africa, they are responsible for more human deaths than animals, but in Colombia, hippopotami have become loved members of the local community and tourist attractions. However, in a town close to the city of Medellin, this legacy of the late drug lord Pablo Escobar is increasingly posing a problem, and one that experts think may soon turn deadly. There are about 35 children playing that could approach them and provoke the tragic. So wait, this makes
so
it
it
sound.
says that.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
go. You first.
No, I was just saying. So it says relocating. Some of the cost. So it says they're transported to sanctuaries in Mexico and India. I think it was looking near school. Yeah, it says they were transported to Mexico and India sanctuaries.
I think I might have a clip here I can play about the hippos.
Okay, sure.
Hold up 1 second here.
And I have the otters queued up for when you're ready.
All right, so present stream.
To leave behind the violent legacy of Pablo Escobar, there's one unusual problem growing. Notorious drug lords Mexico, and well, before his
Along the shallow waterways of Colombia's Magdalena River, an invasive species threatens the ecosystem and possibly a way of life.
There are fishing villages that dot the river, and we just spotted what appears to be a hippo who is now trying to hide from us. There it is. There it is. Wow.
A brief glimpse of a giant native only to Africa, now running wild in Colombia. The story of the hippo starts here, via Nápoles, the former estate of Pablo Escobar, who in his heyday had 4 hippos smuggled here for his private zoo. Escobar's ranch housed hundreds of exotic animals, including rhinos, elephants, and giraffes. By the 80s, his cocaine empire made him the wealthiest and most feared drug lord in the world. For Colombia, it was a reign of terror. He's said to be responsible for some 7,000 deaths.
Yo soy Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria.
Still, he's become part of popular culture with shows like Netflix's Narcos.
Hipopótamos. Lo puede partir en dos con una mordida.
In this scene, Escobar's character threatens to throw a rival leader to the hippos. Around the time Escobar met his death in the early 90s, the government relocated most of the animals, but not the hippos.
People forgot the hippos. People forgot the hippos.
So the hippos were then allowed to just roam free.
Yes.
And they
That's
had
called
They had offspring. Biologist David Echeverri works with Cornade, the
All right, that goes on for another 5 minutes or 4 minutes. Do we want to keep watching it, or
Nah, we're good.
I think that's good enough, right? So it looks like some hippos are still there though. So that's crazy. They think I was reading the article and it said by 2035 they expect that there will be 35, or sorry, by 2035 they expect there'll be over 1,000 hippos. So
no natural predators there.
I mean, is there really a natural predator to hippos though?
Right.
I'm pretty sure over in Africa and other places where they're native.
They kill lions. They kill
the hippos ain't nothing to play with.
They kill crocodiles even.
Yeah.
But they have like I think their gestation period is really long.
Let's see. Yeah, adult hippos are generally not preyed upon. Large lion prides might successfully prey on a hippo, but it's quite rare. But the young ones are preyed upon by Nile crocodiles, lions, and spotted hyenas.
Oh, hippos only have like an 8-month gestation. That's not right. That is
8-month gestation.
Oh well, I guess so. 243 days. It's about 8 months.
I wouldn't say that's unexpected or uncommon.
Yeah, but elephants have a lot. Like hippos are big animals, so you would think it would be a lot longer. Like,
how big are their young? How big is a hippo at birth? Hippos typically weigh 50 to 100 pounds at birth. Oh, okay. They continue to grow in size until they are about 25 years old, so they do spend all that time growing.
yeah. So but an elephant, which has a pretty good sized young as well, they're pregnant for 22 months. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Otter story.
On to the otters. He really wants to hear about these otters. All right,
I'm
we're
telling
just
you.
Share this in the background. Kyle, do you have a preference?
I mean, I do actually.
Right.
Hey, anyway, so we're gonna put on calming, pretty things in the background while we talk about river otters that injured 3 women floating on a Montana river.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Ooh.
quite unusual to have them attack, of course, on a recreational river in southern Montana. Injured Wednesday, including one with wounds severe enough to require her to be airlifted to a nearby
shit
hospital.
out that fish, ain't he? God.
Yeah. Do you remember that they are cute? Yes, but they are part of the mustelid family.
Yes, they are.
Which some of the species in the mustelid family hunt anacondas. So yeah, as cute as they are,
What's a mustelid?
They can be quite vicious.
Like the weasel?
Hey, at least they share though.
Yeah,
You know, that's
like
cool.
weasels and other things like that. Their ferrets, I think, are mustelids. The mongoose, I think, is a mustelid, if memory serves. If you can look that up if you want while I'm reading this story here.
How do you spell that?
Must, M-U-S-T. Mustelid. It's M-U-S-T-E-L-I-D-S. Must-E-lids.
Got it. All right, that's
Musty
actually quite
lids, okay.
Okay, so that's quite the big family there. That also includes badgers and skunks
and polecats and martins. Yeah, lots and lots. Even the wolverine, which aren't seen that often in California anymore.
Yeah.
I think they recently spotted one.
Is that snow or what is that?
Yeah,
it looks like snow.
Yeah.
But anyway, these river otters here. These 3 women were floating on inner tubes along the Jefferson River, a stretch of water popular for floating, canoeing, and fishing, when an otter approached around 8:15 p.m. Wednesday and attacked, according to a news release by the Montana Department of Fish, Wildlife, and Parks. The woman went to shore, where one called 911, and there was a multi-agency response from Fish and Wildlife and Parks and Life Flight. Medical air transit in the Rocky Mountain and Pacific Northwest region. I mean, we all know what Life Flight is. I don't know why they have to explain it.
Right.
Anyway,
But no, I was telling Theo, I was like, when we were talking about before you showed up, Lashawn, I was like, one guess about those women. I bet you went first off. I think, my opinion, I
One of
don't
them
think.
smell like fish.
I mean, maybe. But I doubt those otters went up to those women. I have a feeling
They probably
those
antagonized them, right? For sure.
They
Right.
definitely went. Like I feel like they went up to those otters.
Yeah, they did something. Yeah. For
Like
sure.
they got in their space. Oh, well, let me take a picture of it. Oh, it's so cute. It's a wildlife animal.
Right.
Oh my god, let me get some coffee after I take a picture.
You know what happened? They fuck around and found out, huh? Come on. Huh?
That's the thing about wild animals, and this goes out to all of y'all. Like, yes, a lot of these animals are cute, adorable, and amazing.
They're in the wild
looking.
for a reason, though. You don't have to go up
Right.
and you're invading their space, man.
Like, you don't walk up to them. Even like one of the things I see most common is like people letting their little children walk up to little Canadian geese. Like, don't let your kids walk up to animals that aren't tame. But like, yeah, respect nature and remember, nature bites back.
Right. Fact. You
Um,
fuck around, you will find out.
exactly. Like,
Okay.
it's good to admire them from afar. It's, if you want to go to a petting zoo, that's one thing. But if you're not at a
Out
petting
in
zoo,
nature,
don't
yeah.
try to pet.
Right. Out in
Like-
the wild, don't do it.
I remember, I want to say early 90s, late 90s. I don't know. I was a kid, little kid, and our family, we went to Yellowstone National Park, and on our way out there, my cousin and his family, my cousins and their family went with us, and we got on this road, and all these cars were stopped and were backing up traffic. And here were these people, random ass people, getting out of their cars to take a picture of something, and we realized off in the distance there was a grizzly bear.
Oh.
And I'm like, to this day, it was like either a grizzly bear or some big ass bear. Like, it looked big, and we were at least 4 or 5 football fields away from it.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm not 100% sure it was grizzly, but it could have very well been.
Right.
But these idiots were walking towards the bear to try to get a picture of the bear. I'm sitting here like, and to this day it boggles me. I'm like, why would you walk towards a wild bear?
Yeah, you know those things can run up to like 30 miles an hour, right? So you try and take off, that sucker's gonna catch you in 2 steps, buddy.
I mean, I don't have to run faster than the bear. I just have to run faster than all those idiots.
But you seen out like it was on the news, but a woman and her husband, they were in a safari. A woman and her husband got into an argument. She gets out of the car to go over to the driver's side where he's at, and lion just comes up, grabs her by the neck, and yanks her away. And he gets out. He's like freaking out and stuff, like don't know what to do. And it's like, bro, so she shouldn't have got out of her car in a live safari. Like, these are wild animals. Why are you getting out of your car? I don't care how mad you are at the person, but yeah, it's a wrap. After that lion got a hold of you, it's over.
Like, unless you are a trained professional, you should not be getting up close and personal with wildlife.
Even trained professionals, they get attacked and killed by animals all the time because they're wild animals at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
People that spend 20 years with these bears and stuff and these freaking carnivals and everything, lions and stuff, they end up turning on their people that's trained them and stuff because that wild side eventually is going to come out. It always comes out.
Right.
There's this guy that I see on social media from time to time. I don't remember his name, otherwise I would let y'all know.
The real Tarzan?
No, he swims with crocodiles and alligators.
Oh jeez.
And like his stream is like videos of him like, swimming under the crocodiles, and he like 100% repetitively says, do not like touch, like they are in charge. Like he's like, they could turn on me at any moment.
Yeah.
And like he's like learned that like these are crocodiles or alligators that he's raised, and that like he feeds, and like they're basically they grew up around him, they're used to him, and he's often saying like their natural instincts will kick in regardless if it knows you or not.
Absolutely right.
So
100%.
But You know, that's one of my things. Like, oh, I'm glad we, did a bit about animals. Like, it's legit, definitely a good change of pace from the political side of things, but also remember to respect animals.
Right.
Right.
Don't be touching everything there. A, you don't know where it's been, and B, you don't know what's going to do to you. Whether it's animals, people, or something you found on the street. Just don't touch it.
Right. Right.
If someone says, hold my beer, because they're about to go touch an animal, you know something's about to go down.
Just chug it and walk
telling
away.
It's not going to be good for the person.
Put that beer down and start dialing
I'm telling you.
911 because something about to happen.
Or smash
Call
it
an
over their
ambulance
head.
for standby because it's definitely going to be needed.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
But there are so many great animals out there. So my favorite animal, I'm just gonna go. So my favorite animal out there is a bush baby.
Oh, bush babies.
They're so adorable. But I would never walk up to one and try to touch it. Oh, here I found another one.
Okay.
Yeah, they're cute, but they, you know what it looks like? It kind of looks like a
Look at it. It's like,
yeah, those things. Yeah, ugly, cute. Yeah.
Ugly and cute. Yeah, it's like
Ugly and
Pugs.
cute. That's what they are.
but even cute, much cuter.
yeah, they're like
Right.
a part of the lemur family, if I remember correctly.
Looks like Yoda.
Yoda! Little furry Yodas.
But yeah, no, I love bush babies. What's your favorite animal, Theo?
Polar bears.
Polar bears?
Yes, they are.
I
very
love
cute.
polar bears are great bears. What about you, Lashawn?
My favorite animal?
Yeah.
I'd have to say a lion.
Because you're a Leo.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
No, lions are very.
You guys know my birthday's next week, Saturday.
Oh. Well, happy early
I got you
birthday,
down.
Thanks.
because I think we might be taking a break next weekend.
Yeah, I won't be here next weekend.
Okay.
Sean will be busy, and I'm pretty sure Nicole's
Yeah.
been busy too. So
Yeah.
we'll take a break next week.
Yeah, because I'll be out of town. I'm actually going camping next weekend in nature.
Nice. Be careful.
Yeah, be careful. They're spiders.
He said, yo. Like he just got attacked by one.
I was going camping in a body condom.
Oh my god,
Oh
if those
my God,
existed,
that's funny.
thank you.
That's funny.
Please and thank you.
But
But yeah,
one's gonna be dangling over your face, like, "Hey, buddy, how you doing?" What are you doing?
yeah, we won't get back until evening, Sunday evening. But
That's fair. I think I'll instead on Friday night. I might have several guys over.
Nice, nice. Several.
Yeah, maybe more than
Several.
4 or less than 6.
Right. Right. That's funny.
high
Yeah.
five.
That's
All
good.
right.
That was good. That was a good one. I like that.
I think that actually concludes us for the day. Thank you all for tuning in, and
Yo, we always end on something good. Always.
Always.
Want to hear something
Laugh.
really
That's
good? The final thing I want to mention on this stream is the Mega Millions jackpot rose to a record 1.55 billion after no one won. Next drawing is this Tuesday. So,
So
Also-
we're all going out to get tickets.
okay. First off, here's the game plan for Tuesday.
Okay.
Go out and vote,
Yes.
On issue one.
Yes.
Mhm.
Most important.
and then
absolutely.
get a lotto ticket
yes.
for the Mega Millions.
Most
He
important
says Mega
is
Millions.
issue one.
Mega
Most
Millions.
important is the issue one.
Issue one, vote no or
Yes.
yes.
No. Yeah.
He said vote yes. Vote yes.
But it's a very simple. Like if you go to their website and you're not sure what issue one is all about, you can go to Ohio's website and it's like a 4-page document that you can read up on. Definitely, read into it because it's definitely like
Yeah.
regardless if you're Republican or Democratic, if you look at it
there's a certain bias to this bill that's
But-
trying to hide the truth of the bill.
But it's
Yeah,
also
at the end
gonna
of the
like
day,
it's
it's
also
about
gonna
who's
remove
right,
a
yeah.
big portion of our freedoms here in Ohio.
For sure.
If you vote yes for it, it's basically going to make it even that much harder for not just specified laws to be put onto the ballot, but it's going to make it hard for everything. Like it's going to be like
Right.
next to impossible to be able to actually have a voice here and for our word to matter. Like it's basically saying, hey, we don't really care about the U.S. Or the Ohio citizens anymore. We're just gonna
do whatever
So-
we want and take their freedoms away, and we don't want that to happen. So,
And if you read it, be careful because it
No.
does. Like I was reading it before, and it really does seem biased what they wrote in it towards the one side. You can tell that it was one side that wrote it. It wasn't put into place by both sides of
Right.
the aisle. So
Right. If we vote yes on issue 1, we're helping take more freedoms away from us. We're going to be leaving everything in the hands of the people who did all the gerrymandering. Okay.
Right.
If you want to see what you trusted these people with, go look up gerrymandering in the Ohio gerrymandering maps. You can see just how weird and twisted they are up there, so they can get their way. We're going to leave everything in their hands. Probably sounds dangerous, and especially for certain groups that they're pressuring to vote yes on this for are ones who are against big government, and you're trusting big government. So please make a conscious decision on whether you vote yes or no on issue 1 in Ohio.
Yes.
Remember, again, Tuesday the 8th is the final day. You can go out and vote early. Skip lines if you want to there. But please, regardless of what you are going to vote, please vote.
Right.
But also, hit us up. Oh, you can always DM us if you win the Mega Millions.
Right.
Because we told you. We told you.
We'll definitely take a chunk of it if you want. If you don't want that much money, we'll definitely. take more.
definitely. We take donations. We haven't set that up yet. We need to get a Diverse Roulette Cash App.
No, we definitely will. I got PayPal. Listen, I got PayPal. We can set up a GoFundMe. Okay.
Right.
I'll go meet you for the money.
There's
It's
plenty of
okay.
ways you can donate to us. Okay.
Also, spay and neuter your cats and dogs.
Right.
Okay, Bob Barker.
I figured we did a bit about animals, but might as well just mention that at the end.
On a side note, let's go ahead and spay both of our dogs and cats. Okay.
But actually, honestly, and this is actually becoming problematic. There are humane societies are becoming overrun by cats.
Yeah.
So,
dude, I have so many cats running around my neighborhood. It's crazy. Kittens,
listen, we all know this one
crazy.
girl. We know this one girl. She's a nice person, but her cats multiply like crazy. You know who I'm talking about, Lashawn. Theo.
Oh, yeah.
We all know her. Love her to death, but she needs to do something about her cat.
She needs to do something about
a lot of things.
You said cats, right? Not her cat. You said cats, right?
About cats.
Okay. Just making sure.
Less.
Yo.
On that note, thank you for joining us for Diverse Roulette today. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. And again, hit us up in the DMs if you want to send us money, or just leave a comment down below if you want to give us anything you want us to talk about here, okay?
Yeah, I wish we had a merch page. No, I'm just
Anyway, peace out, Girl Scouts. Bye-bye.
Peace out.
Bye.